Welcome to Lost Girl Therapy. So I tried a lot of different methods to navigate jugular vein compression because the pressure is really uncomfortable. The neck pain is insane. And then the episodes that I would get from the compression, the shaking, the fainting, the heart racing, the whole nine, it's terrifying. One of the best things that I ever found was the Alexander method. I've spoken about it before in my previous videos. It was an absolute game changer. The reason being is that it's focused on posture. And what I had found, which is not necessarily true for everyone, this was just my experience. What I had found was that a lot of the posture exercises that are recommended to, help the curvature of the spine, etc. If you're somebody who already has jugular vein compression, those posture exercises can exacerbate the symptoms until you have reached a point of alignment that takes the pressure off your neck to go back to doing the posture exercises. So when somebody would be do a chin tuck, I'd be for somebody without JVC, sure, a chin tuck is great. But if I did it, especially at the heightened state that I was in, I would trigger an episode. Even now, I do chin tucks sparingly. I do them once a day, but I only do 10. And I specifically do them with an appropriate amount of time to recover from, because I cannot do these for an extended period of time without causing deeper compression. And this is only after a year of doing a whole bunch of other things to essentially get my body out of fight or flight when I get compressed. The Alexander method really was a game changer because it helped me become hyper aware of all of the tension that I was holding and the fear response that my body was holding when I went to go do regular normal things. So for me, singing is part of my regular life, but because of this compression, singing became incredibly difficult and very fear-inducing. After doing the Alexander method and working with a practitioner in New York City who was incredible, I was then able to notice when I was holding tension here, when I was gripping, when my muscles were making things worse, and having techniques to completely alleviate that, so much so that I reached a point where I was able to go back to singing, not to the full extent that I used to, but I can sing again. And I was able to start doing yoga again, which was huge because prior to that, I could not have done any version of an inversion, a downward dog, anything that can press arms above the head. But post sessions and doing it in session with a practitioner just allowed me to re-enter life. Now, the part that I've said in previous videos, which I'm going to say again, is you cannot do the Alexander method from an online video. You have to work with a practitioner. It has to be in person. The reason being is that there is the potential for so much, there's a lot of potential to do it wrong, essentially. So you need somebody to kind of fine tune in practice with you. So that way you can learn the difference between what feels right versus what could potentially exacerbate a symptom later on down the line that you just didn't notice, because sometimes we try our hardest to execute something and it feels really good in the moment. And then 30 minutes later, 2 days later, a week later, we've done more damage than we intended.